Hi guys, Brian here. So, as you can see behind me is the Snow White Cafe. Snow White Cafe opened in 1946, is what it says right here. This is an original menu. Now we'll talk about the menu here in a second, but history-wise, this is one of those places that I'd heard about when I was growing up. That there was a place on Hollywood Boulevard that Disney's animators would come to and hang out before going to work at the Hyperion Studios to work on the film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and they would kibitz and whatever, and then go and work on their stuff. And supposedly their way of kind of like saying almost like thank you for letting us take up your space was they painted characters on the walls and stuff like that. Now that's a story that I heard about, but timeline-wise, none of that works out, which is kind of interesting. But the basically accepted story, and you can find it in a couple of different things, especially in Paul Williams' The Story of Hollywood. When the movie was opening at the Carthay Theater, a friend of Walt's owned this place and was having it made into a restaurant. And he said to Walt, I got this place that I'm redoing, and why don't you come down and have your after party here? Now, you can do whatever you want to the walls and do whatever, and then we're fine. Now, that kind of works out, but also a number of months later when it had its initial run for quite a while at the Vogue Theater down the street, it may have been then, but at some point Disney's animators came in here and painted on the walls. Now the walls still have the dwarves on the walls along here. There's a painting on the inside here of Snow White with the little bird on her hand. I'll show you about that in a second. It's all been redone. It's all been touched up. It's all been done over so many years that technically speaking, you can't say that Disney's animators did it, except for one part. If you walk in, well, you can't walk in here now because when it's open, it's only open for pickup at the thing here. But if you walk in here when all this is over, you walk in here and you turn around and look towards the street, but look up. What you're seeing, it will say, "We hope we have pleased you." It's dusty, it's dingy-ish, but it's original. It's never been touched. That was done originally by the Disney people. Okay, now. The thing about this is this is Snow White. This is Disney stuff, and it is not related to Disney, which is kind of odd because they're really protective of their characters and things like that. This is a company that sued 3 places in Hallandale, Florida, for God's sake, for having Disney characters painted on the walls. It was like Minnie, Mickey, and Goofy or something like that. And they sued them and won, and Universal finally came in and said, fine, you know what, we'll do it for free, fine, whatever. So they're really protected, but apparently because Walt didn't have a problem with this, it still remains like this. That's here's what you figure. Now, prices have changed, it's a little bit different. It says on the side, slice of pizza and a beer for $7. This is 2020. This is 1946. This is an original menu. You can see right there. She's got her little, that's the scene you see on the wall inside there. But this is a little number from my collection. Now, inside, here are the prices for back then. I want to point something out here just to get an idea about something here. First of all, donuts. 7 cents is about $1 now. So this 65-cent meatloaf is like $6, I think, something like that. The chicken for $1.10 is it's like $11, things like that. Each of the dwarves had their very own sundaes named after them. A 40-cent sundae is $6.50, something like that, $6.35, somewhere in that area right now. But this is the original menu for the place. And here's the thing, it has been redone. And one of the things they redid when they redid it was they redid the floor, and now it's covered in wood, which is really a bummer. Because if you walk in here, originally, there was the concrete. It had dwarf footprints going along and going all the way into the back to the kitchen, which I just thought was freaking amazing. But that you can't see that any longer. Sad to say. So what I want to do here is I'm going to see if it's possible. Let me see if I can do this. trying something different here. Because I know I can't switch this thing around, so I'm going to try and do it this way. So you can see, here's the boulevard. You can see the boulevard, it's very empty right now, all the way around here. This place, if you get a chance to come in here, it is truly amazing. It's not actually open yet. They're in the back there. In the back is where the wicked stepsister is giving her the apple. Inside there is where Snow White. It's an A. We all know how important A's are. It's an A. Come eat here. It's really good. It's actually, I like coming here. And the cool part is, once things get better, so to speak, they have tables that sit outside here. So it's really kind of cool in that respect as well. So it's just kind of a fun little place, and you can just watch the world go by as you sit on Hollywood Boulevard in an original. Now, one last thing, I want to leave you with this thought. Think about this. If you're a Disney fanatic, Disney file, Disney whatever, this is the very first ever Disney-themed restaurant that ever existed. And it still exists. And the company has nothing to do with it. But it's really, really cool. So come to you live from the Snow White Cafe since 1946. You guys enjoy, explore your world. If you like this video, please do me a favor. Well, first of all, like it, push the like button, subscribe to my channel if you're just happening to be coming across this thing. But otherwise, just, if you have any suggestions, let me know. Just send me something. And I will see what I can do more research on some stuff. But coming to you live here from the Snow White Cafe, thanks very much for your support. You guys enjoy, have a good day, and talk to you later.